This here is my brand new to me 2004 Toyota Landcruiser Prado. I've had my eyes on this car for quite a while and I've just picked her up the other day. I'm gonna give you guys a tour, show you around, take her for a drive, and then give you my plans on what's next for her and for this channel. Before we get too far into this video, I wanna do a quick little explainer of what has happened and what has led me to get this car. If you know, and if you've been paying attention, I have had a 2002 Subaru Outback for the last 5 years. I've loved it to bits. However, it's sort of gotten to the point where I can financially justify the investment in a new car. I know buying a car is not an investment, it's a liability. It's an absolute waste of my money, but I'm one of the young ones. Realistically, my car's alternator and starter motor have both died, and it's gonna cost more than what the car is worth to fix. I know I can do it in probably an afternoon, but seriously, I'm just putting more money into a piece of shit. So yeah, that's why we're here. The rain gods have decided they wanted to open up on us right now, so I might have to film the rest of this tomorrow, but let me give you a quick rundown. I probably spent a bit too much on it, but considering the age and the Ks, I'm honestly quite happy with it. This one is the petrol. I know it's not a diesel, but considering that I do live in the city, it's probably the best for me to get the petrol model, a bit less maintenance, and I don't have to worry about DPFs or anything like that getting clogged on a petrol. That was my justification, so I don't know if anyone really agrees with me, but honestly, this V6 model, it is thirsty, but it is super smooth, which is just something that you just can't get in the diesel. So the Prado is the little baby brother to the Toyota Landcruiser, the beefier 200 series or 100 series it would have been at the time. And honestly, I think that suits me just so much better. Yeah, I did consider getting an 80 series or a 105, but to be completely honest, the majority of my driving to and from the office, which is maybe 20 Ks a day. This car definitely deserves to be in its natural habitat, which would be a supermarket car park or school pickup and drop off. So this model of the Toyota Landcruiser is the Grande, which means it is the top spec luxury mum spec. What we've got is height adjustable suspension with the electronically controlled dampening adjustments. I can't remember the acronym. I will get back to you on that. Basically, it's got all the nice leather interior, electric seats, fitted with a 4-speed auto and a 4-litre V6, which is the 1GR FE, if I'm correct. It's got all the little bells and whistles. It's got a really, really funky retro little opening CD, DVD, CD player, voice navigation, head unit thing, which, as cool as it is just so useless compared to the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which I'm used to. It comes with 8 seats, but the last 2 in the back are going to be coming out pretty much straight away. It's sort of blocking my blind spot at the moment, and honestly, it's weight that I don't need in the car because eventually I think I'll be fitting a drawer system in the back. It has got a number of different little features up the front here. Coming in, we've got this absolutely cool box down here, so if you can keep your beverages cold, as well as an adjustable armrest. I don't know if that comes on every model, but it comes on this one. I've got a couple of cup holders down here, which are too small for my big Frank Green and too big for my coffee cups. We've got all automatic window switches over here, as well as a door card that would fit maybe some business cards. Not really a whole lot else. Coming down to the center console, we've got 2 cigarette ports, a 12-volt 120 port thing over on the right, and a normal cigarette socket on the left. We've got our transfer case lever knob doohickey, and also downhill assist control, which only works in low range in the low gear. On the driver's side, we have a mystery switch. If anyone can tell me what this freaking mystery switch is, I would love to know. Could have been fitted aftermarket accessory by the previous owner, but I didn't get told what it was at the dealership, and they honestly didn't know either. If you look up back to the top here, we also are blessed with a sunroof or moonroof, which opens upwards, angles, and all the way out. It is automatic on the way through, but you do have to close the shade by yourself. All right, so what's it like to drive? Pretty good, to be completely honest. It's quite smooth. Around the city, like what we're doing at the moment is, you definitely feel it's a big car compared to what I had before, the Subaru, but it's not huge to back into parks or anything like that, like a Ute would be. Not really complaining considering the size and weight of it. Yeah, exactly, to be expected. The petrol engine is honestly really nice and smooth power delivery. Sort of feels like it's just constantly power on tap, even if you rev it even a bit higher, it just keeps giving you power, which is really nice. We've taken out the rear seats now, so the third row seats are gone, and honestly, it's like I don't even have a blind spot. I can sort of see everywhere around me, which is awesome. You're in this sort of really commanding position. So now on the highway for the first time since owning it, just sitting at 80 at the moment because, you know, it's Melbourne. Yeah, it feels fine. Yeah, I'm sort of looking down on everyone, which is a cool sort of vibe. But if you're someone who's had big cars their whole life, it's going to be nothing new to you. Steering is honestly a bit heavier than I thought it was going to be, which is no issue for me. But definitely when going in and out of car parks and stuff like that, you really feel like you're heaving the wheel a bit more. But other than that, I really don't have any complaints. What is next for the humble Prado? Well, first of all, I'm going to take it into the mechanic to have a quick inspection because I think there is a little issue going on with a wheel bearing. Just because, yeah, whenever I got up above about 100 k's an hour, the steering wheel really started to shake and I could feel a bit of a play in the back end. But other than that, it's driving fine. What is next on the agenda though is probably looking at something like either a draw system, tyres, wheels, underbody protection. I might put a roof rack on there so I can put the swag outside. For the most part, I'm just going to start off by making sure everything's mechanically sound and then we'll go from there. Realistically, I don't want this to be a very heavy, big tourer. I drive it every day. I just want to keep it nice and light for the daily commute and then have enough stuff in it to go camping on the weekends. So what else is going on there is actually going to be that head unit. I'm going to try and replace it, and I might do a video on this in the coming weeks whenever it comes, but you need a front fascia kit for the 120 Prado because the unit that's in there is not actually a double din unit. It's like a weird custom sizing that Toyota's use. So I need to order the fascia and also go into Supercheap and get the wiring harness for the camera and Sony kit thing that I had for the Subaru. So we'll do that in the next one. But until then, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for staying around for this long. Hopefully this has been helpful in some way or shape or form. But yeah, stay tuned and follow along for the next adventure.